a player no more. I'm not a player, I protest a lot. But when the settlement check, you player no more, niggas no more. Alright, let's do this. Settlement check, you player no more, niggas no more, no more. I'm not a player, I protest a lot. But when the settlement comes, I ain't gonna know you niggas no more. Cause I'm playing ball once more. That's what's up, people. That's what it is. He don't want to be a player no more because he protests a lot. But when that settlement check comes, he ain't gonna know you niggas no more. Cause he's playing ball like before. Yeah, buddy. What's good, everybody? Hey, live! It's your boy, Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab, and once again, it's on. As Pac said in Juice. Once again, it's on. Man, let me tell you. Boy, that's that T.I. I'm gonna talk about his ass too, but I hate to be the nigga that said I told you so, but damn it, I told you so. Man, let me tell y'all something. I think I'm gonna try to maybe do like a call-in show or something to just talk about just protest. Because at first I was just gonna do one big show, but I said no, I'm gonna break this up and I'm gonna do a couple of little shows, increase my content volume, keep them short and sweet, and see what happens. So I'm gonna try to keep this one short. Yeah, so Colin Kaepernick, the prodigal son has returned. All has been forgiven. He's gotten an enormous check. Let me tell y'all something about these checks, about settlement checks. Now, yes, the US of A, also known as America, if you're really comfortable with the country, you just call it America. America is known to be the most litigious country in the world. That means we sue and go to court more than anybody else on the planet. We are the most litigious. We like the gavel and the banging. We like the prosecuting. We like the defense. We like that. That's a part of our culture. It's who we are. It's our pleasure. That's what we do. Ain't no problem with that. Alright? And at the end of the day, hey, if it's some kind of justice for some people, if some people just gotta, hey, finally pay what you owe, you've been getting over long enough, and it comes down to it, you just gotta, hey, give some back. That's what it is. Just gotta do it. Write the check, keep moving. But let me tell you something about a settlement check. So you get settlement checks where, hey, both parties come to an agreement as opposed to going through the entire court process, having somebody bang a gavel, say, yep, this is what it is, this is what it should be. You have what is called a settlement. And what a settlement is just basically agreement saying, you know what, this is what you paid, this is what I think this is what you're asking for, this is what we think we can give you. I go high, you go low, we meet somewhere in the middle. And you say yes, that's what it is, because what it's going to take for us to keep prosecuting and what it's going to take for us to keep fighting, it just ain't worth it because it's going to be money paid anyway. So let's just go ahead and come to this agreement and do this. All right? We write a check, you say cool, that's what it is. Now, a lot of times you will hear what the amount is. You'll say, hey, they settled out of court for $85, or they settled out of court for $149.82, whatever. They settled out of court for $3.9 million. Or like Laquan McDonald, they settled out of court for $5 million, gave it to his mama, who didn't even know him, had him as a ward of the state, and she kept her money and took her money and went on and kept quiet for 5 years. But whatever. Point being, when there's an amount that is undisclosed, it's usually such an ignorant amount of money that it's embarrassing for the people who writing that check to ever want it to be known, because they would fear further litigation to say, hey, we don't want somebody else to come and sue and try to say, well, Colin got this, because now everybody be pocket watching the NFL, who, by the way, is worth upwards of $750 billion. But that's not even important. They don't want no pocket watching, so that's why they say, look, man, we get it. We had our differences. Let's make up now. I was wrong and you was wrong, and we're going to go ahead and come to an agreement. We're going to write this insane amount of money for you to keep your goddamn mouth shut. And that's what they do, too. When you're signing a check over and the check is an undisclosed amount, so when they sign that non-disclosed, when they can't talk about it, the person who writes the check gets to then say, with their teeth clenched, don't you never tell a goddamn soul how much fucking money we're giving you, you son of a bitch. Here you go, sir. That's what they do. Now, they've rumored it to be around 60 million. They've rumored it to be upwards to 100 million. Yeah, I see somebody said 80. Nobody knows. But what I can guarantee you is that it's such an ignorant amount that they don't want nobody to know. And I'm going to tell you this part too. Colin don't want nobody to know neither. So I'm quite sure that this whole non-disclosure agreement that was signed was agreed and welcomed by both parties. And I'm going to tell you why he don't want nobody to know. There was a nice dark-haired, dark-skinned gentleman several months back, maybe a year ago or something like that, who did a nice video talking about Colin Kaepernick. And I believe he titled the video, Colin Kaepernick, the next Rosa Parks or the next Johnny Kemp. I said Johnny Kemp because he just wanted to get paid. Friday night, just got paid. Friday night, party jumping, fake place is right. He wanted to get this check. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he knew that, hey, the way my career is going right now, I'm probably not going to wind up being on this team because I'm about to lose my spot. And I ain't been doing too good. And there's a lot of people that's about to leave this team. Coach leaving, defensive coordinator leave, offensive coordinator leave. All these people's leaving. So what did he do? And to his benefit, it may have been a smart thing to do. He created some controversy. Controversy. He created controversy. And what we did, well, not we, but us or them, y'all, bought right into it, hook, line, and sinker. We said, yeah, that's right, Colin, you gonna take the knee, man, because we don't want nobody, man. We got to stand up for the justice of the people, man. We got to make sure that the police ain't oppressing us and prosecuting us and beating us up. We got to make sure that the system, man, is not oppressing us no more, man, because it's handcuffing us black folks, man. We getting handcuffed, man. It went from that to where Colin can't get no job. Man, come on, how y'all gonna do this? Y'all ain't gonna let the man be a quarterback, man. He one of the best quarterbacks. Now, mind you, the man was protesting on his job, which was the first thing. Which you don't, you can't go do that. You don't do that nowhere. Don't nobody go work at McDonald's and then start protesting while they on the clock. Don't nobody go working at FedEx and while they moving boxes say, you know what, I'm sick of this shit. Sick of this shit, sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas. And say, we gonna protest right here. Stop moving these boxes, y'all. Hold on. Before we start our shift, we gonna protest right here. Once the shift start, once the shift start, we gonna take the first 4 minutes of the shift and we gonna protest for a minute. Then we'll move these boxes. Don't nobody do that. And that's what he did. And it went from him standing up for black folks to him not getting a job and not being able to play on the team, forgot all about the black folks, to where now he became the poster boy of Nike, who is not only in bed, but in bed under the covers, bothering and stroking and doing everything else with the NFL. Known fact. NFL, Nike, just like that. Bosom buddies, butt buddies, sleeping with the enemy, whatever you want to call it, they getting it on. They got a love affair going on. Me and Mrs. Jones, they got a thing going on, and everybody know it. It's been a known fact. They do all the jerseys, all the equipment. It's Nike. Just do it. So now he became the poster boy for them. Just do it campaign, right? Just do it. If you can't you stand for something, you fall for anything. Now just do it. Protest. Just do it. And then what happens? They do the protesting campaign. Everything gets smoothed over. Nike, they stock dropped. Then it skyrocketed. I think it dropped like 3 points the first day they signed Kaepernick. Then it shot through the goddamn roof. And then what did we do? I ain't gonna watch none other NFL game. I ain't wearing no goddamn jersey. Fuck the NFL. It's a blackout. We ain't gonna support the NFL ever, never, ever again because the NFL don't like black people. That's what we did. That's what you did. You walked around, you took your pictures on Instagram, you took your pictures on Facebook with your jerseys on, with a black t-shirt over it. Y'all got in pictures and everything and said, we supporting the blackout. What y'all doing? Y'all ain't supporting that blackout, man. If you ain't supporting the blackout, you ain't really black, man. That's what everybody did. Everybody, man, I'm supporting my brother Colin Kaepernick. The only jersey I will wear is a Kaepernick jersey because a Kaepernick jersey is a black man jersey, and a black man jersey should be a Kaepernick jersey, man. That's right, man. That's what everybody did. We rode and rode the Kaepernick bus just like Rosa Parks. We was supporting, we was walking. And we knew the one thing that we did right was the day we started to fight, keeping our eyes on the prize. Oh, Lord. That's what we did. We was all Team Kaepernick. We was all Team Protests. The NFL ain't shit. The games ain't good, no way. Even the women was like, I don't know why y'all watch football anyway. It's a stupid game. You should have been protesting it. Ain't no black owners. It's only 2 black quarterbacks. It's a racist league. And we was right there with it. And then what happened? Colin Kaepernick got a fat-ass settlement from the NFL and is about to be playing back in the NFL. And now, who's holding the protest bag? Y'all, or should I say us, black folks, all the people that wanted to protest. Now what y'all gonna do? So what is it? Do we listen to Colin Kaepernick? He tell us when to support the NFL and when not to support the NFL? But let's go back to the initial point, which was why Colin Kaepernick did this whole thing just to bring about awareness about police brutality, and he wanted to bring awareness about the oppression of black people in this country. Where did that go? Where's the end game for that? Where's the progress? Does anybody have any reports to show the decline in oppression, the decline in police brutality since Kaepernick took a knee? Does anybody have that information? Please email it to me. Please let me know. Get it to me right now so I can see it, because it's valuable information to know. I need to know the number so I can see the progress that Colin Kaepernick made for us black people, even with him being a half black person. I just want to see it so I can give him his just due. Didn't happen. Didn't hear nothing. Didn't happen. Didn't see nothing. Didn't do nothing. And it all pretty much came down to this. You had a football player who knew he wasn't going to be able to control his destiny as far as where he went, as far as what team he would have wound up on, as far as if he would have got cut, or whatever the case may be. And he wanted to remain relevant. And he did something to give himself some leverage. He played the race card. Y'all see how I pulled that out? The race card. I'll play it one more time. The race card. That's what he did. That's what he did. And because he played the race card, he had that leverage so that he could say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. All the while, I don't know what my career is going to be like from the sports angle. Not to mention he was getting paid now. And he made the deal when he broke ties with the 49ers. Oh, they gave him a good chunk of that contract money. So he, at that time, when he left, he was worth at least, I want to say, $20 million. Because the contract was for like 120 something. I think it was 126 million if I'm not mistaken. It was a $126 million contract had he stayed. And I think out of that 126 million, I think 61 million was guaranteed had he stayed in that situation. But I think he didn't want to get traded. I think he didn't want to just get dealt somewhere and wind up not playing or not playing where he wanted to be. So with this whole charade that he did adjust it, if you will. He cried wolf, talking about he's standing up for black people, didn't do damn thing, but went to a few rallies and gave a couple of $1 million or a few $100,000 or whatever to Black Lives Matter. And then he sat on down and he waited. He had an opportunity to get back with the Ravens. He kiboshed it, him and his girl. And I think he was looking for the big payday. The big payday! That's when I laugh on the big payday. I can do wheeling, I can do dealing, but I won't do no damn squealing. Well, I will if I get the check big enough. I squeal. I'm just saying. But I believe that, hey, he bided his time and he made a power move and he used the Black Power movement, the Black People movement, the Black People Awards, whatever you want to call it. He used that as his leverage, as his base, as his springboard, and we fell right in line with it. And that brings me to my point. After all that he said, after all that he did, him and the other dude, I forgot the other dude name because he's back too. I think he was playing with the, he got a job with the Panthers, the other running back dude. And he just got a contract extension for like 3 years. So he paid too. And he got an undisclosed amount too in this settlement. So they both got paid. I ain't gonna leave you out, boy. You little short running back nigga, motherfucker you. I ain't gonna leave you out. Calling you out too. But this whole thing that we got about protesting, which brings me to my main point. And that's why I titled it Playa, like Playa, right? Protester, bullshit, or pimp. I choose pimp because that's pimping. He pimped this whole situation. He pimped us black folks. He pimped the NFL. And he pimped himself all the way to the bank. Cha-ching. My man right now should be smiling, laughing. I'm talking that diabolical. I'm not talking about the laugh like nope. I'm talking that diabolical laugh where you like excellent Smithers. Diabolical laugh because it was a diabolical play and he got away with it. Touchdown, pimp. Talk about scoring 7. He probably scored 70 million. That's my number I'm picking just from that right there. He wanted 70 million. He got 70 million because his number is number 70 and he was going to get 8 figures anyway. So that's what it was. 70 million. They ain't going to 70 million. I don't want nothing. And they gave it to him. They gave it to him. And he got it and he's good. So my thing is this. When we're talking about protesting, and I'm going to keep saying this because I'm going to do a couple of more of these too. When we're talking about protesting, what are we protesting for? First of all, what are we protesting for? And when was the last time a protest brought about an impactful and lasting change in the black community? I'll wait for that. The thing is, and people always go back to this default of protesting because of the civil rights movement. And y'all fail to realize one important thing about the civil rights movement. Martin, SCLC, the NAACP, SNCC, all of them, they was protesting the law. They were protesting because they had a law that had already established it. So when you talk about all of this segregation and integration, there was a law that said you couldn't do it. And the reason why they protested was because they said, hey, this little thing over here called the law, you all aren't following it. So we're going to keep protesting until you start following it. It wasn't because they felt hurt. It wasn't because they felt disrespected. It wasn't because they felt that they was being they was dealing with a bunch of racists. They said, you are breaking the law, people, by not letting me drink from this fountain. You breaking the law by not letting me go to this school. You breaking the law by not letting me go into this establishment. And because of that, I am protesting that. Because I can hold you accountable to the law. That's what they did. So it's like this. If you don't have no laws in place, if you don't have a base to change the laws, your protest it's for nothing. All it is going to get you some Facebook likes, some Instagram likes. It's going to get your social media again. Your Twitter's going to go crazy. You're going to get 30,000 tweets, retweets. That's what you want to do. If you're doing it for anything other than attention, you're failing. And I'm going to call bullshit. Plain and simple. So, lesson to be learned here is that when you got somebody talking about they're going to protest something, have a plan. Make sure that there's some type of final goal, what we getting to, as opposed to somebody doing right by us, not being racist no more. Because you can't make some private company, and you shouldn't be able to make a private company do what you want them to do. You shouldn't. You just shouldn't. You should not be able to say, I want Nike to do this, and we gonna not wear it, we gonna burn it, we gonna put it on Instagram until they do it. No. A private company should be able to do whatever the hell they want. And if they offend you, then stop buying. Don't go there no more. And you don't have to protest that. You don't have to Facebook Live that. You don't have to do any of that. Just don't do it. I was talking with my brothers yesterday on the show, and I said, you know, one of the biggest things that I remember in this movie called Bloodsport. I'm going to use my Bloodsport analogy. In Bloodsport, Chun-Li, which is also known as Bolo Yeung, big swole Chinese dude, cold-blooded, one of the greatest kung fu karate mans of all time. Definitely top 5. Bolo Yeung was the bad guy in the movie. And the Kumite, which was a yearly blood sport to the death or to submission fight that they would have. All the best karate men from all across the world would come to the blood sport, come to the Kumite, and everybody fight till there's one left, one-on-one, then they fight, then whoever win that become the Kumite champion. They would win and bring honor and respect to their themselves, the house of karate that they come from, and to their families. It's a highly prestigious award to win the Kumite. And even though Jean-Claude Van Damme won, and he won blinded, there was a part when Chun-Li, he actually could have let somebody live, and he killed him. And the judges and the elders of the Kumite, they all stood up and did one thing. They gave him his win. They said, you know what? You won. You're right. However, we don't agree with the way you won. You disrespected not just us, but you disrespected the Kumite. And they simply stood up, turned their backs, and the Kumite was over for the night. Chun-Li looked up at him, was like, I'm trying to entertain these people over here. And he was like, y'all ain't shit. And then he walked off. So it wasn't a thing where they stood up and was like, you're a racist, Chun-Li. Chun-Li, you don't like black people. You don't like weak karate men. And you shouldn't have killed him. They didn't do that. They simply stood up, gave him his win, said, hey, you got it, and they turned their backs on him. That's the same thing you need to do. Somebody doesn't treat you or respect your money. They don't respect your business. They don't appreciate you as a customer. Stand up, walk out, and don't go no more. Hey, you got it. Go ahead and do your thing. But I'm out. You'll never see me again. I'm good. Do that. Before you start talking and protesting and chanting and ranting and raving, putting on t-shirts saying it's an NFL blackout and all this stuff when you don't have a plan. Because at the end of the day, the very thing that we all sat here and talked about, we boycott and we ain't gonna do it till they do right by us and all of that, it went full circle. And the only person who got something out of it is Colin Kaepernick. And what did he get? He got not only an immense, I don't even know what he got from Nike, but he got an incredible deal from Nike. He got a shit ton of attention from social media. And he got a fat ass check from the NFL. Who's winning in that picture? And I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen. He going to give a little bit of money to some group. Maybe the Black Lives Matter or to somebody else. Somebody's Matters. The Somebody Too movement. Yep, he sure is. But that undisclosed amount, we ain't gonna never know what it is. And he getting that check. So it's like, is it about the check? Or is it about the people? Because if it was about the people, then the point would have been made and he would have said, you know what? This is what we gonna do. We gonna take this money and we gonna put it back into this community. We gonna buy this. We gonna give them our people this. We're gonna do this so our people can have these jobs. Our people can have this amount of resources in the community so they can do. It would have been a plan as to what we doing. I want to do this so that the NFL, when they do settle, we're going to take this money and we're going to put it towards this. We're going to take this money and we're going to put it towards that. You know what he's putting that money towards now? House, mansion, some trips, Gucci, Prada, some jewelry. I know a girl like jewelry. He's going to get some rings or some earrings or something. And he going to, get some cars, maybe a Ferrari or something else. And that's it. That's what's going to happen. And then, because he's only 31, he about to get back in the NFL and he going to play his ass off. You know why? Because at the end of the day, the dude was an athlete and a competitor. And he wanted to play football. And he got it all back and then some in 2 years. And y'all was still talking about, I ain't watching the NFL. I ain't supporting the NFL. You went and ran off and did some nonsense like that just because you thought they was being racist. Because you thought you was doing the right thing and you didn't have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you ain't doing nothing but planning to fail. And the people that failed in this equation was black folks. Because Colin, he had a plan. Obviously. And it paid well. You see the eyes? Paid well. That's what it is. So, I'm going to get ready for the next one. Because coming up next, guess who I'm talking about? That damn Monique. Yep. On her ass too. But, at the end of the day, I just want to say thank y'all for checking this out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Let me check and see if I got up. I sure do. Let me go ahead and say my thank yous for these donations real quick. I appreciate that. You taking the time out to kick your boy a couple of dollars. It's all good. I appreciate it so much. Let me go ahead and sign in here and sign on there. Boom. There we go. Okay. Let me give a shout out to Philip Brown. Thank you, sir, for your donation. Thank you, Barbara, for your donation. I appreciate it. Hey, April Jones. Hey, Brian, just showing some love. Thank you, April. I hope everybody's good. I hope the family's good. Tell the kids I said what up, though. My brother DJ. Bloodsport is my all-time favorite movie. Bring honor to my Shidoshi. Yep. Yes, sir. My brother DJ Just J. Yeah, I got to witness Kumite for my Sadoshi. He sure did too. Blind on an angled flow. He did it. And my man Carlos Brown. Thank you, sir. Good show. Appreciate it. Oh, wait. Somebody else just came in too. Let's see. And my man Corey, thank you so much for your donation, sir. I appreciate y'all. Hey, man, it's like this. I want the best for our people. I want us to, and I don't want us to just do something. I just want us to do something that's going to work. I want us to do something that's going to make us better. That's all. And it ain't always about boycotting and protesting and walking and all this kind of stuff down and up the highways, blocking off the expressway. It's not always about that, people. You got to have an end goal. You got to have a plan. And just like our ancestors, if you will, back in the civil rights movement, their plan and their goal, hey, we just want y'all to follow the law. There's a law already says separate but equal. There's a law that already says, hey, integration is good. And that's what it is across the board. Ain't no more white only. Ain't no more black only. So let us through the front door. That's all we want. We want you to follow the rules. It's the rules, brother. Harold O'Neal, thank you, sir, for teaching me about the rules. That's all he wanted us to do. That's all they wanted us to do back then. That's all we asked for. Today, we trying to boycott and protest, but we don't have no rules. We don't have no wants. We don't have no, hey, this is what we are looking for. This is what we are expecting. And it ain't nothing about our feelings. You want somebody to treat you right that don't owe you a goddamn thing. Never happens. It never happens. Just like the thing that everybody was boycotting a few months ago, or about maybe 6 or 8 months ago, about the monkeys on the clothes. Stop buying the damn clothes. That's it. Don't let everything offend you to the point to where you just flying off the handle and just being irrational. Stop it. Alright? I don't want to get off into my next thing because it's all kind of tying together. But I'm going to go ahead and end this one now. Then I'm going to come back. We're going to talk about old Monique. Boy, I tell you, that damn Monique, if she ain't getting on my last nerve, I swear for Lord she is. But thanks, everybody. I appreciate you, Corey. I got your I did say that, Corey Stigl. Thank you for your own for your donation too. And man, guys, I appreciate it. I hope that this video and what we doing here helps somebody become a better version of themselves. And shout out to everybody on Facebook who may or may not be watching this on the replay or whatever. I didn't get to pull that up, but we'll check that out later. But shout out to everybody else. Thank you. I appreciate it. Peace, and I'm out. Bye, live. All right.